Alright, can you hear me? Yep, here. Why does... Oh, hold on. At 3. Okay. There we go. Right. Alright, can you hear me? Yep, here. Now I'm hearing myself twice. Mute that. And one last thing. Let me go to my channel, because this is a much more mature game. Wow, they have changed this up here. Let's see. Featured content. My teams, okay. Host team channels. Ooh, that'd be cool. I should do that. Let's see. Collections, clips, roles manager, activity, channel points. So this is a little stream. Here we go. This is where I can click mature content. There we are. All right. Nope, not back to Twitch. Dang it. It's always something that I mess up on stream. Here we go. All right, I've got the stream up. I'm monitoring mobile, so that way I can see how it comes out on the mobile. It's all done up. Why is it froze? Let me refresh this. All right. Looks like we are good to go, gang. All right, so for those of you that have not played this game, it is amazing. Just saying. And I am towards the end. And if you do not like crazy talking voices, you probably shouldn't watch. Just putting that out there. No, no, no. I already beat this thing. This is bullcrap. Why can't I move? No, see, this is messed up. I already beat this, and now it's not working. Hold on here. Breathe all the darkness you like, buddy. Nope, move, move, move. Oh, come off it. I've already beat this thing. This is messed up right now. I'll tell you that right now. It looks like I killed it because it stopped. Oh! Ugh.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force.
I mean, I'm glad that it reset and let me fight that again, but the extra depth that it gave me because I couldn't control anything is not helpful to my cause right now.
Familiar hand. Cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals. Kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left. Headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow, listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate, to hate the darkness with a passion so great it will focus your mind on this quest. For without it, I fear you would have let go as slack. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn.
I forgot how bad these voices are
You
when they're
deserve
talking.
to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain.
To trust him.
As deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
What else can she do? She doesn't want to touch.
Okay, so you see how far this rot is up my arm? This is bullcrap because it's reset me twice into boss battles.
She must listen to the shadow.
But I'm just gonna deal with it, and hopefully I don't die because this is permadeath. And I'd be very not happy to get all the way to the end.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me.
Ah, here we go.
Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
She can see it.
The bridge.
She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before.
She can't fix it. She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. How will she fix it? How will she do it?
There must be a
So
way.
you have to try.
She'll never make it.
Yo, voices, have some faith, yo. Alright, let's see. So I have to be above it, I think, to fix it.
She can see it.
The bridge.
She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before. You have to fight her.
She can't.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is.
Ooh! See, now she's talking to the voices.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown.
Okay.
To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
She can do it. She can do it. She can still see the secrets of the gods. She thinks differently. So special.
Yeah, see?
She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets.
Stop being a jerk, voices. You gotta have some faith in me, yo. What we got here? Let's see. Nope. I need to go this way. Oh, hello.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Workers will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Alright, 1 minute, guys. Alright, I was messing with my dog earlier and forgot to take my allergy medicine. Excuse me.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
The Ferry of the Damned. What? That's Sea of Thieves, bro. Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. Right there.
She did it.
I don't know why you always doubt me, crazy voices. I mean, some of them are fairly helpful, but most of them seem to doubt everything that I'm gonna do. Uh-oh.
Finished. Behind you.
Oh no! There we go.
You're close. Focus. Focus now.
Aha! Jerk.
How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his
My computer better pull its head out of its butt and stop trying to freeze up on me here. Oh, I was going this way to get out of here.
How'd she get it?
I have gotten much better
She cannot bark it.
at fighting with this mouse and keyboard. I feel like a controller probably would have been a better way to go.
What can she give her? She could give her her soul. No. Her soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul.
She does have a warrior soul.
A cursed soul. Of course she is, no matter what she does. She can feel the blood climbing up her arm. She can fight her. She can fight her at Ragnarok. She's a warrior. She's got muscle. Hela will want to fight her. Her soul is valuable.
Let's see.
Hela. She can take Dillion's soul and lay him to rest. Hela. She can get his soul back. She's so close to saving Dillion. She can do it. She just has to be prepared to fight for it. Few have come this far. She can finally put him to rest.
Okay, I gotta
What
get
if she falls at the final hurdle? She won't.
I gotta get
Then
up
Hela
there.
will take both their souls. She will defeat Hela. It's all for nothing. If she doesn't save them, his soul will be eternally damned.
Hey, Grim, what's up, brother?
Being tortured. No. No. She's stuck.
Just a warning
She will join.
that you're
Dillion
tired.
in Hela.
I know, right? Hella.
If she saves Dillion's soul.
So,
What
Grim,
happens to
just a
Sam?
warning. If you're not into, like, voices whispering in your ears, this is probably not your stream, bro.
She can't win.
So the game's amazing, but all the voices are really messed up.
She'll be stuck in the darkness forever, whatever she does. She'll lay him to rest. She'll take his soul and she'll bury him. She will lay to rest. No. Hela will take her soul.
Yes, it is kind of spooky, but it's more about psychosis and mental health and
This
stuff.
is her sacrifice. This is what she was made.
Oh yeah,
She's
they
found a way.
they are
There's a
totally
way.
messing with my head when I'm playing this game.
Just align herself. She can do it. That's the door. She aligns herself. It's there.
I know it's there. I gotta get up there though. Oh, Mythu, in case you didn't realize, this is where I ended last week. I don't remember if you were on here with me. But it started me back at the beast fight, and my controls were locked up, and I died again. So we're really running low on how far up my arm this rock can go. Okay, she said I had to line it up. Is there a way to line it up to get up there? Yes, it started me back at the beast fight, and I was messing around with my stream, so the beast just wrecked me because I couldn't get control of my character fast enough. So I now have another death on my arm. Yes, that does suck. Because we beat the beast last week. Yeah, this puzzle is kind of tricky. We beat the beast last week. And we should have started here, where it's nice and not death-like. But that is not what happened. I think the game cheated and wanted to make it more dramatic. How the hell... There's got to be a way up there. There has got to be a way up there. Oh, wait. I came up there, right? I didn't look at anything while I was down. Maybe if I just go back down. I know, dude. I know so much. Like, the rot... I'm telling you. The game just cheated to get an extra kill on me. And you can't go back to the main menu and restart. Alright, thanks. I think I know what I need to do. I need to line up the bridge to see it and stuff. So I just need to find the right areas to go to look at it. Like, I think I have to be above it. But I haven't tried to go down. To get to the other side. Maybe there's another side to this. This is one of those ones where you have to go down to go up. Let's see. Can I go this way? Nope. Alright. I came in that door back there. And then I came up. Let's see what we got. Oh, Grim, if you're still here, dude, thanks for letting me hang out with you on Sea of Thieves today, man. It was awesome. All the bickering got a little painful towards the end, but there was a lot of people involved, so I understand. Okay, I think I've already gone up this way. Yeah, dude, it was fun. It was just, like I said, towards the end, it's got a little bickery. Bickery? Is that a word? It is now. That's the word I'm using. Bickery. Alright. But I have definitely been waiting all week to try and finish this game. We're on the last chapter. And, this girl has some obvious mental issues with all this whispering in her head. I think she's talked to the narrator, and it seems like she's been able to notice when I talk, not like when I'm talking right now, but when someone would say, I will, yeah, I think I will. Or I'll die. So that's the other scenario, because there is a lot of rot on her arm. And the higher it goes, the more chance I have of dying. But for the most part, unless I die too many times, you're right. For the most part, we've been doing pretty well. She is going back. She's going to hell to fight Hela to get the soul of her boyfriend back. Bro, this isn't even the highest setting. I can't put it on the highest setting and run my stream. This is just on, like, high. And I'm only streaming in 30 FPS. The graphics are freaking amazing. If I had, I want a 3080 RTX. If I had that, we would all be blown away. These are reduced. They're at regular. They're just at high right now. I've tried to do it in very high, but the stream starts freezing up, and I'm not in 60 FPS, and I'm only streaming in 720p. Yes, so there is a lot of Greek myth to this. So it's talked about Odin. Like if I come over here, but I think it's more to do with the Vikings.
Say the world will come to an end.
Because it talks about the
They
Northmen.
call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First,
Norse,
the eternal
yes.
winter, 3 years long. Then
Some of the gods overlap.
mankind will turn on itself.
Okay, damn it, how do I go
will fight
up?
each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Yeah, there's a little spot up there I need to get to, and I don't know how to get up there. I know I have to get to it to see this puzzle. She can, like, focus and see things that are, like, not normally seen, and it'll solve these puzzles. But we've already fought several of the gods, right? And she has the god sword now. Okay, that's where you start. Down there. You came out there and came across there. There was stairs up to that one, and I used that to line up this part of the bridge. And I used that area to line up this part of the bridge back here. So you see that opening up there? I think that's where I need to be. So how do I get up there? Can I can I crawl on this thing here? Nope. Oh, hold on. What is this? Aha! A door. No, you can't climb chains. But I just made a door in the wall. So you get like these little anomalies, and you have to focus her sight, and you get stuff like this. Now there was not a door here before, but now there is. Ooh.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
See, now anytime that I hear Loki or Thor and Odin, I think of all the Marvel characters, like the people that played them. I can't not think of it now. That's who Loki is. Loki is that British guy that plays Loki. What's his name? Someone give me the name of the guy that plays Loki in the Marvel movies. Yes, Loki. Yeah, every time that it talks about Loki, that's who I imagine now. And when it talks about Odin, I imagine all, like, and Thor, I'm... Oh, crap! Move, move, move! Or... How about we move out of the way, thank you. Yes, thank you. That's who I wanted the name for. Die, die, die. Oh, crap, another one. Oh, this is getting bad.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike it.
Oh! Alright. There we go.
They're overwhelming. She's going to
She does not dodge to the left very well. I know, it's behind me. Oh yeah, dude. If you have not seen all the Marvel movies, the stuff between like Hulk and Thor and Hulk and Loki it's hilarious. Hilarious. Have you seen Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, you do need to watch more Avengers. The Thor Ragnarok one is funny too, because they bring that part back up. Because it... Oh my gosh. That one, I think, is one of the best ones out of the entire series. It's very, buddy comedy with, Marvel, and it's, there's a lot of, all the Thor stuff, too, so it's really funny. But there's a part where, hold on.
Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
Oh. That's the first time that has actually mentioned her name that I can recall. Anyways, so, there's a part where the Hulk grabs, Thor by the leg and slams him a bunch of times like Loki, and Loki's watching and he says, "Ha! Now you know how it feels!" It was pretty funny. There we go. Look, I fixed the bridge. Using her awesome mental acuity. Alright, here we go. Dude, it is so amazing how well Marvel did bringing the Norse mythos into the Marvel universe. When they talk about Hela, the goddess of death, she's the goddess of death in this. They talk about the big giant wolf that Odin kills. That's in Thor Ragnarok. And Hela is the main enemy in Thor Ragnarok. It's Thor's sister. So, yeah, when you're looking at the stuff Marvel brought in, they did a lot of research to make sure that all the gods and goddesses and everything were really taken care of pretty well, I think. Especially if you look at the comic book stuff. Versus, I mean, like, the cinematic universe is good. The comic book's way better. They can put a lot more into that. Oh, now it's about to get real? So all the other bosses were not real. Is that what we're saying? I'm still wondering if this entire thing is in her head. Mm. You can't fight me when I'm trying to take a drink. That was whiskey time, bro. Alright, here we go. Ow! What the hell? I hit the button to do the focus.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it. She's got her sword. Prepare yourself. Attack! Behind you!
Move!
You're too slow.
Yeah, what's up? Oh,
Defend yourself. Behind you.
move!
He's gone.
Oh crap! How's that guy still alive? Too much! Get up, get up, get up, get up!
She's hurt. She won't make it.
Oh yes, I will. Dodge backwards, damn it. I'm trying not to let them surround me. You're being a dick. Oh, what's up now, sucker?
Nearly over.
So many guys.
Behind you. Behind you.
Why are they coming all after me? This is ridiculous.
Behind you.
Get up.
It's not over. It's not over. You won. Behind you.
Oh, you're done now, sucker. You're next. And so are you.
She's here. The path to hell. I can sense her. She's going to die.
Ha! Take that! All you bad things. That was bullcrap.
If she sacrifices herself, she sacrifices us. Wait, stop. We don't.
I did not think I was gonna make it through that.
Turn back. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I should be using a controller for this. This is way hard with the mouse and keyboard and stuff. Why won't the door open? Oh, do I need to go to this door instead? I mean, I thought that I'd just go to this door. There we go.
Wait. What?
What happens when she dies?
What happens to us?
What happens to us?
We
Yeah,
don't.
bro.
We don't.
We'll all die someday.
This is my weapon of choice.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop.
Senua,
Turn back.
Stop. Stop her. Why is she going? Stop. Senua, stop.
Senua, what happens to us?
Oh, yeah. Now the voices care about her.
She's to die. She won't stop. 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 I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
Stop. I don't want to die. Please stop. 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 You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them.
Whoa.
They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of
All the other
victory and
voices are
honor.
gone.
Clear dividing lines.
Alright.
No,
I mean, it makes it easier to concentrate.
this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
So is it her own personal hell she's in? Dude, this is so messed up. By the way, there's a video after this we will be watching. I don't know how Twitch feels about it, but we're watching it. It has to do with like how they came up with all the stuff. Is that Dillian? Oh, it's her mom.
Be like this. Turn away, Senua. Turn away, Senua!
Oh, look out, it's Emperor Palpatine.
You see the darkness, faces fear and suffering.
I can see it.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
Who is that guy? Is that the guy that she met? I can't remember his name. The guy that she met in the woods or whatever?
This is the will of the gods.
Or is that his...
Fuck the gods!
Woo!
You did this to her!
Ooh. Is that her father?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too.
I'm not sure, dude. I think all
You
just...
understand, son?
Oh, that's gotta be a horrible way to die, dude. Like, just burning alive, and you can't move. Can you imagine it? Like, think of it as your flesh, like, burns and melts. The stuff that's holding you to that pole. Like, if you struggle against it, it'll start sinking into you. Ugh.
Cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness!
Oh, that is her dad, right? That's gotta be her dad.
You created this
You'd rather
darkness so
not.
you could hide behind it.
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
That would be a terrible way to go. There's a lot of terrible ways to go.
It was all a lie.
Uh-oh.
You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you.
Uh-oh, my sword's all glowing now.
So you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Ooh.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
That is her dad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up.
The darkness is inside you that will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away.
Good luck fighting that thing. Thanks.
Draw not
I feel like I may not beat this game.
I won't let you kill me.
Oh, I don't even need to focus now. Oh, what's up? Oh, she's super pissed. Oh, bro, this is all kinds of easy now. I didn't know that she needed to get mad. She's like a freaking Sith right now. She just got super mad. Her sword's glowing, and now it's time to go on a murdering spree. Oh, now I'm focused. You're all done. Oh yeah, she's got some daddy issues. It doesn't help that her dad was, I don't know, torturing her.
I can see through your darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
Oh yeah, what's up? I do have a sword that can kill a god. Where are you at, Hela? Oh, I might have been. I mean, isn't that usually how it is? like with like abusive people. They're like, I'm trying to make you better, and it just makes them worse. It's like, oh, I beat you because you didn't do the right thing. Well, maybe that didn't make it any better. Ooh. Bro, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to replay this at top graphics and then play Hellblade 2 when it comes out on the Series X. Oh my gosh. She's rotting.
You saw them, it is a lie. The plague of darkness, the butchering of the nearby Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Gillian's soul if the darkness is alive? How you saved her?
Better not die here. Look, I didn't even make that rot that high on her. It was only up her arm.
He's here.
How did it get so high on her face?
I know he's here. Dillian, I know you're here.
The game's just making it worse on me, dude. They're cheating. Oh, hold up. I have to remember how to fight this guy. Oh crap, it's the beast. Hey, that's not fair.
Behind you.
Oh, what is up with this?
Watch out. Behind you.
Hey, cheaters. Come on.
Dillian! Where is he? You're trying to trick me again with your lies.
This is bullcrap, dude.
I know he's here.
I mean, this is awesome, but it's
you
still
took him
bullcrap.
from me. You have him.
That was like 3 bosses at once.
Let him go. I'm warning
Or what? What can he do to me that you haven't already? Fight me. Come on.
Oh, okay, hold up.
you. Betrayed your own father.
Oh, I dodged.
Betrayed the gods in
Cheater.
search of healing, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of God. Let go of redemption. Let go of the earth. Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Come on, come on. Oh, there's a lot of guys. Behind me? Oh, snap! Where'd that guy come from? And you're dead. Nope, nope, nope. No cheating, guys. Can't be teaming up on me like this. Yes, I'm in God mode now. There's a lot of guys though.
Watch out. Behind you. Behind you.
Oh, what's up, sucker? Get out of here.
Watch out.
Oh, too much, too much. Ooh, where'd that guy come from? Get up, Senua, get up.
Go, Senua. Let go. Behind you. Careful, Senua. Watch out.
Yeah. Now what, biggin? No, I parried.
Let go of Dalian. Let go of your battle.
Watch out.
Come on. Alright, that is it. How many of these guys do I have to go through? I feel like I'm attacking the wrong thing here.
Watch out. Watch out. Behind you. Careful, Senua.
I can't even target her. All right, here we go, guys.
Behind you. Surrounded. Behind you.
No, 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 no cheaters. Oh!
Let go. Go, Senua.
Stop. You're killing yourself.
The point is you can't win that battle. Is that what the point is? Because that is craziness. I must have killed like 100 of them dudes. Oh, oh no. That was a lot of guys. Come on, dude. I have to kill 105. Oh, well, if only I had killed 5 more guys. It looked like the point was that she was being overwhelmed by her darkness, right? Like, that was her darkness she was fighting. All of the things that her dad did to her and all of the torture she endured. The darkness was real.
If you're alive, and there's no doubt, then you never took him from me, did you?
Bro, she is really fighting to understand what is going on in her head.
And I can't seem to.
Like, is this entire universe in her head? Like, all the Norse gods and stuff? Like, everything that she has fought and gone through? I'm not asking for an answer. I'm just kind of working through it. Like, she can hear the narrator. She's acted like she could hear me. And all the other voices.
Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a liar, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know he's here. I know you have him.
Yeah, dude, I am super confused. I really think a lot of it's in her head, but then they're playing with the Norse mythology. So,
I'll give you my life.
how much of this is not
That's
that?
what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok.
I mean, if this is all real, right? And she's offering to fight with Hela at Ragnarok. She has beaten several gods to get here. Hela would be kind of dumb. She'd be hella dumb. To not take her on as a warrior. Sorry for the bad pun, dude. I can't help it. That's her mother. That's not Hela. That's her mother. That's gotta be her mother. Like the whole burned image thing, and she hasn't struck her down.
But if you won't, you will have to kill me. Because I've got nothing left. No fear. No hate. No quest. Nothing. And you will have no power over me.
Bro, her eyes are super intense. Did she die in her head? Did she die for real? Is she dead? So many questions. I have a feeling they're not gonna wrap it all up in a pretty little bow for me.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Sarah. Because a life without loss. Without love.
Grim, you haven't even been here for the entire thing, dude. This is like stream number 3 or I think it's 3. It's only taken me 3 streams to get through this.
And all you can see is the shadow that it casts.
It's not a very long game, but it is a very intense game. Like, super intense.
The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see.
And if it makes you feel better, nothing that has happened has helped me answer any questions whatsoever.
When our time comes, we must look death in the eye.
Yeah, it's an indie game. This is an indie game. It's not even a AAA game, and the graphics are amazing. The story is freaking phenomenal. I am hoping that they got more money to do the second one, and it's supposed to be one of the on the launch of the Xbox Series X, and it'll obviously be on PC. I am so ready to do this. Is she back in her hut? Is that actually Hella? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, that's her mother. Lips are zipped. That has to be her mother. Like with all the writing on her and stuff, that's something that her father would have done. Is that Senua? Did this whole thing happen in her head as she was like burning? Oh my gosh. What is going on right now?
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day, a new story. We too emerge from this magic.
Is that just a manifestation of her darkness inside of her that she had to fight on her own?
To return to the sea.
Oh, my dude. It's Senua! I knew it! What is going on right now?
Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder
Guys,
and beauty of this world.
This is ridiculous. What is going on?
It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
Was none of this real? You have no idea.
This is where my story once began. And so it has to end here. Because I cannot see further than this.
The rot's gone?
Follow us. We have another story to tell. My friend. Go with her.
So I'm literally just another voice in her head.
This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
So this entire time I've been a voice in her head. She literally looks at me and talks to me at least 3 times throughout this stream or throughout this game. The confusion is real. So, to give you a little bit more background, the part of the thing on this is that it has to deal with like different psychoses. Yeah, they do tell her what to do. You did. I know. I'm literally just another voice in her head at this point. I have been the entire time. I've been telling her what to do. And if I wasn't streaming, I would have still been saying this stuff in my head like, dude, move, dodge, what are you doing? Why aren't you working right? And like slashing and doing all the things. So I'm just a voice in her head telling her how to fight, right? And how to solve the puzzles. And at some points I would get frustrated with her, just like the voices did. Dude, you need to play this game. It's on the Xbox Game Pass for the PC. I don't know if it's on the Xbox. Right, so if I am another voice in her head, right? So am I just now along for the ride? Like, was I a brand new voice? Because I only came in partway through whatever story she had. I want to skip all the credits so I can get to the documentary. There's a 30-minute documentary that goes with this game, and I really want to watch it. And I don't mind doing it on stream because it's only 30 minutes, and I've only been streaming. Oh no! I noticed that she noticed me right off the boat. I picked that up. Like the narrator was telling me, right? And I'm like, that's one of the voices in her head. The narrator is one of the stronger voices in her head. And I know when I started asking questions like what's going on and stuff, she looked directly at the camera. And it looked like she noticed when a normal person would be like, "Oh, what's kind of going on here? I'm kind of picking this up." And they would be talking in their own head, like thinking through what's going on. She looks at you and she does say something. So I know that she picked you up right off the boat. But I must be a new voice because this is where you come into the game, right? So all of the things she fought was the darkness in her. Hela was actually her darkness. So if she overcame the darkness and she kind of gave up on finding Dillion, which was her ex-lover that apparently died, you still don't. Do you even ever get the answer of why Dillion died? Did I miss that? Did I miss why Dillion died? Or how Dillion died? Because it was kind of creepy she was carrying his head around. I'm just putting that out there. Yeah, I must have missed the reason. Because it seems like she blames herself for it. Like if she had just stayed at the... I think, did her father kill him? Because it seems like she ran away or something and her father probably did it as retribution. Oh, okay. Alright, see, that makes sense. I thought because it said if she had stayed, Dillion would still be alive. That's why she was on a quest with the head to get Dillion back from Hela. But she gave up on getting Dillion back. Oh my gosh. If I would like to find out more about the psychosis and the mental health difficulties, visit www.hellbladehelp.info. Yeah, so she's supposed to be like schizophrenic is what I'm getting at, right? Yeah, she let him go at the end. She realized she couldn't save him. So did she realize the gods don't exist? Because Hela was only her at the end. Alright. So, it says, warning. The following feature contains spoilers. We recommend watching this after the game. So we played the game.
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming.
They say dreams are visions of our memories.
It's been up for discussion. Ah, so they're leaving it up for discussion till the second game. Alright, just a spoiler. If you guys have not watched the game all the way through, now you've already seen the end, if you're on my stream. Good night, Grim. Thanks for being here, dude. Okay, I can pause it.
Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the
Yeah, this part of it has. You need to refresh your stream real quick. It was dropping for me. Okay, it's probably your stream. It doesn't say I have any drop frames.
But yours might be too.
Senua's psychosis. So it's gonna go through the different
Hellblade,
psychosis
Senua's
that she has.
is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting
The original idea for
I know,
Hellblade
but
was
what
to
she
create
fight?
a classic
Did she
hero
fight her father?
journey of suffering,
Or did
one
she
where
kill
the
Dillian?
fantasy world
No,
is
you
not
said Dillian was
another planet's
sacrificed.
alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind.
Ah, I knew it.
But
The
to do
world
so would
is in
maintain
Senua's
psychotic
brain.
mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure.
I could see
In
it being her
Hellblade,
father.
The starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senuna in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts.
The Picts.
And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint.
Okay. I'm just going to put this out here. It seems like any time that somebody has a problem with other people invading their country, they build a wall, and it works. Just saying. The Chinese built a giant wall, and the Huns couldn't attack anymore. And now the Romans built a wall to defect from the Picts, who were, you know, super Northmen. Just saying. I wanted to put that out there. I'm not... Walls work.
And their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't live home much.
Oh.
So she's one of the Picts? So she's a Northman.
Go.
Wait.
Orkney is often...
Okay, hold on. He said that she was a Pict. So that makes her one of the Northmen. But you said that they sacrificed Dillian to the Northmen. Or to fight off the Northmen. Was it another sect or another tribe of the Northmen attacking her?
coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery. And so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage.
Okay,
for
the
a
Pict are
crisis.
different than the Northmen. Okay.
In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter.
Ah,
The Picts
okay.
emerged in the 9th
I see.
century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings. The Northmen's brutality is legendary. high-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle.
Ah, okay.
I imagine Senua.
So here's what you were talking about that I missed. Probably because one, I was drinking, or two, I was talking, and that always makes me miss things. So Dillion was sacrificed as a blood eagle to the gods by the Northmen.
As a young female warrior who returns home from exile
Yeah.
to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagine the horror.
So
of
the
this
Northmen
moment
are
and how it
Vikings.
would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
No!
Okay, so Dillion had mentioned in one of her dreams that she was a very strong fighter, right? She was trained by her father, I guess, at some point, or she had watched Dillion fight a bunch of times. And so maybe that's why she was blaming herself in the game. She was saying if she had been there, maybe Dillion wouldn't be dead. So did she think that she herself could have turned the entire battle, or at least helped out? Like maybe she would have been sacrificed instead because she was the better fighter. All right, now I'm on board. I know what's going on now. So she blames herself for Dillion's death because she wasn't there.
I came to learn that the Celts had a
Yes,
sophisticated
see,
and
that's what
nuanced
I got too.
perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was gelt. A gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was druth, meaning fool, or...
Okay, so this is where Druth comes in, right? So Druth, so I'm thinking that she probably didn't actually meet Druth in the woods, that he was just another voice in her head. That's what I'm going with right now.
One who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Druth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories.
Or maybe she did actually meet him in the woods. That could make sense too.
I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world.
Yeah, see, I can see that. He met that.
The world will come to an end.
Yeah, I agree.
The sun will grow black. The earth will sink into the sea. The stars will disappear. Fire and water will meet. Flame.
So it's like she was already driven mad by what was going on, by her father basically beating her all the time to try and get the darkness out of her, by her mother literally being burned to death. She was driven mad at this point and had this psychosis. She meets Druth in the woods, and he fills her head with all this stuff, and she enters into a complete fantasy world to try and save Dillion. And she goes up and actually has to fight her own darknesses, her own fears, and her own psychosis. But it seems like she accepts the psychosis at the end and is like, look, I know all these voices are here, because she looks at you and talks to you and says, hey, this isn't the end of the story. Like, you're now on the story. Like, we're going to do another story now.
Will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead. And the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for a new
Dude,
adventure,
that lady's
journey
eyes
into
are
an awesome
super
world called
intense.
Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
Right. So a lot of times you can go two ways with darkness. One, you can fight it and overcome it, or two, you finally accept it and it just becomes a part of you and you harness it. So that would be more along the lines of if you're into Star Wars, like you're able to overcome the dark side and you become more like a Mace Windu who harnesses the dark side but still is against it, or if you just straight up give into it and you become Emperor Palpatine.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger. Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature,
I have not seen
psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is
I have not
unfortunate
seen
that these
the
two words sound so similar that they are used
the
interchangeably
new
in media.
Hellblade
I
2
must admit that
trailer
I didn't have to look
because
very
I
far
wanted to
discover
play
my own
this
ignorance of
before
the
I
subject.
even watched
So we
it.
reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist
What
and
time is
professor
it?
of health
How long have I been
neuroscience
streaming?
at University of Cambridge.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers
The stream
to
has been up for an hour and a half.
having a loss
So
of contact
normally I will do
with
3 hours.
objective reality.
So I do
it's
not mind after this.
characterized by,
Yes,
two main
that's.
sets
I'm
of
thinking that's
symptoms. One of
happening
them
after
is
this.
hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject.
Oh my gosh, this started in
that could enrich and change the very
2015?
nature of the game.
That is craziness.
Pleasure, thanks. It was really interesting for me, and I'd love to be involved. It's fascinating.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are...
So this, where it talks about how it's very easy to see physical illness, but it's harder to treat the mental illness because of the pain. It reminds me a lot about like PTSD and the different stuff that a lot of the veterans come back with when they come back from Iraq and Kuwait and all those places where they're at war, and just the massive trauma that happens that these guys they're not thinking right in their brains. And this trauma of Senua kind of reminds me of that, like that massive trauma of losing her mother, her lover, like everything that she had going for her basically pushed her into this psychosis. Plus her father's beating darkness out of her all the time. I can see how that would really mess someone up.
capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character.
Oh, she for sure has PTSD,
their
bro.
perspective, and actively involving you in a world.
So I went to Kuwait during the very beginning of the war we're in now. Was it 2003 is when it started, like for the most part. Like I wasn't in Afghanistan, I was in Kuwait. And just the fact that we're being bombed all the time and having giant missiles shot at us all the time, that mental wearing down, it took me a couple years to get over. And there's people that are like, oh, you probably never got over it. And I might not have, but I've learned to deal with it. So maybe like there's a point where you become Like, you know what? This is fine. I'm okay with this. I know this is something that I deal with on a daily basis. And it's almost like if you have a dull pain, like in your back all the time, you eventually just kind of ignore it and go on with your life. And I wonder how much of that people learn to deal with in their mental illnesses, and then how they're able to function, like almost like a high functioning autistic person or a high functioning alcoholic, like somebody that's always has like something wrong with them, but they just super like suppressing all of the problems on it. I wonder how much of it deals with that.
A different set of rules.
Like, I wonder if she just finally said, screw it, I've accepted this, and this is what my life is now.
If we were to represent psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears.
This is why they told you to wear headphones when you're playing this, because it picks up in different spots of the headphones. Like, these headphones are fairly decent. They're not technically surround sound, but they use some extra power boosting and some I don't think it's software. I think there might be just firmware in the headphones. Either way, so the voices like move through the headphones and which side they're on and stuff, and how quiet and far away they sound. So that they really tell you in this game that you should have headphones on. It's one of the parts of the game that they put in the very beginning. So it's pretty neat that they actually did it this way.
It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you. Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences, and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also, crucially, listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the vision or what we're seeing is too much, it becomes more difficult until eventually we practically don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told, were fascinating, harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
As we all know, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Now I see deep in me, insanity does unfold. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
Yeah, you know what? they just said that how it could appear super beautiful, and then I'm sure they're gonna say other times that it's like horrific. I thought this was one of the nicest scenes in the game. Super vibrant, super bright, super like luminous and peaceful. So I can see how it would be like immensely hard to deal with going from something like this to what Senua sees when she's like in danger and like everything's collapsing around her and on fire. Like, how would you keep any type of mental stability if you're dealing with stuff like that? You wouldn't even be able to tell what's real and what's not real. Like, how? Like, you could see it in her face. She doesn't even know if that's real or not.
Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow. All these days are killing me. Feel like this, read like this. I just wanna live, that's all. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
To refine our work, we continue to hold meetings with Recovery College East over the course of a year and a half, showing them what we had achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
I could not imagine walking around and seeing hanging corpses in my house. That is insanity. But it makes you wonder, when you're seeing the world, what is actually real and what is only in your head? If your brain tells you something is real, like a pain, or you hear stories of people that have been sick for a long time, and it all just came down to their brain telling their body something was wrong, and there was nothing wrong. So what's real and what's not real?
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on, feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
I was urged by one fellow that we should not shy away from showing this horror, and so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations or not far enough?
Broken and lost, just like your soul.
In some ways, voice hearing and visions were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
It's not just brain dysfunction. It's not like the system shut down.
I
It's actually
never
an incredibly
even
creative
knew
process.
about
the
that.
person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path to Helheim, and strange associations that exist in the game to confuse you. To complete Senua's quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game. People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal in any way.
I need this sword. It's important.
Representing perception changes and think.
So see, right there is like the second time that she talks to you and says, look, I need this sword. It's important. And she knows you're one of the voices that controls her and tells her what to do. So she is literally telling you, help me get this sword. That puts a whole different spin on everything. And this part where you use the masks to see vibrant, nice times, and then you use the mask to switch back to darkness. Wow, they put a lot of thought into this game.
Within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation, and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
Yeah, see, it's what we're talking about, how her father basically made it worse.
What if they're right?
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering. Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own internal pain.
Oh my
As often
gosh,
is the
the
case,
first
those
death
who have
was
suffered
brutal,
mental
yeah.
anguish are never far from us.
Dude, that girl with her
hope is
eyes,
by
that
creating a
is,
compelling
like,
and
I
inspirational
understand they
character
use her to
Senua
model
who feels very
Senua,
much real,
but
albeit in a
I can't
fantasy
see her as
setting.
anything
We
else
can
now
provide a lens
except
into her
Senua.
reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galina also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world.
Oh, it said she was one of their marketing people, or they're one of their engineers or something. But yeah, you're right. She was just a person that was helping them to kind of model for some of it, so that they could get all of the stuff right. But or like all of the picturing right and stuff for their story, or for their CG stuff, and then she ended up being the person.
Without science, of gods and a superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exasperated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
This darkness. It's spreading.
The trauma of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around a concept that connects everything: the darkness. So the question is, what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Towards the end of the project, service users.
So it's real to her,
that had
no matter if
collaborated
it's
with
actually
were
real
invited
to us,
see
like
the
if it's in
near
a
final
real
game.
thing.
There was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
Yeah, she wasn't an actress. I think those are probably the best people that end up
I was blown away by it today.
doing it.
Absolutely
I
blown
wonder
away.
how,
It was just fantastic.
like they talk about people that end up having issues when they play a very mentally disturbed character. Like if you look at Heath Ledger when he played the Joker, and he ends up killing himself. Joaquin Phoenix has ended up playing several very messed up characters, and he is not. I don't think he's a super mental, like stable person. I could be wrong, but I know his brother killed himself, and that was very traumatic to him. So I can see how he would be kind of traumatized from stuff like that, and it makes me wonder if she had any side effects from playing this, or if she had some kind of trauma in her life that kind of helped her to get into that character.
To get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to, things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Yeah, see? We'll
Hellblade
see
will
here in a
give
minute.
people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences. I'm glad that the guys at Ninja Theory kind of asked us to come along and help them build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
See, they mentioned about hearing voices. And I think almost everybody here has some kind of voice that's in their head, right? Like you call it your conscious, or like it's somebody that was an authoritative figure in your life that tells you, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this. So it's not like people aren't used to hearing some type of voice in their head. Some of them suppress it and just ignore it, and others embrace it as this is like my gut instinct telling me what to do. But the ones that like have what Senua has, like a psychosis or something like that, oh man, how would you live with hearing several different voices, or even one that literally just yells at you for 24 hours a day? Like, that would be horrific. It's crazy.
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
And when she was carrying her Dillian's head around, I was like, bro, she's freaking lost her mind. Like, I already knew that from the beginning.
I hope that others will follow the lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
For me, it was really exciting to see something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully in a character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're
Oh my
getting.
gosh,
I'm
is this
very
game in
excited by
VR?
this way of trying to
That would
represent
be
mental illness,
freaking
because I think it
insane
actually
if this was a
might be
VR
offering us
game.
insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations, and actually
Oh,
giving us
how...
quite
I
an
mean, it was
empathic
hard
view
enough to
of what
play
it
like
might be
this.
like.
How hard would it be to play in VR? Where you're, like, super immersed in it? It is in VR!
Mental
Oh my
illness has
gosh.
been with us for as long as we have been on this planet. But why? Why hasn't evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness.
You would
The only
have to
reason
be
we have
super
computers,
mentally
spacecraft,
stable to
medicine,
play, like,
poetry, art, and
to
yes,
play in
even video
VR.
games is because individuals are able to simulate new abstract realities
I have
in
a
their
friend
minds
that,
and
that
share them
really
with the
wants
rest
to
of
play
us.
this game,
We need people to
but
be willing to see
he has
differently
had
in order for us to progress and survive
symptoms
as
of
society.
psychosis when he was younger,
And
and
we need
he's
to
like,
be
I
open
can't
to
play
these
this
new
game.
ways of
He
seeing.
can't even.
And it is
He
this
almost
spirit
can't
that
even watch
motivated me
people
to create
stream it.
Senua's story and share it with
So
you.
I couldn't imagine taking somebody that's like that and being like, here, you're gonna play this in VR. Wow. That is amazing. They did so much research and so much behind it that they did this. All right. What's photo mode? And I put the combat difficulty to easy about halfway through because I was dying so many times with this thing. Oh my gosh. All right, here's what I want to do. We're going to watch the trailer for number 2. And I bet I could find it on YouTube. YouTube. If I could spell YouTube. All right, here we go. The official trailer. They have reveal trailer. And then they have a Series X trailer. All right, let's watch the official reveal trailer and see what we get. Oh, ads. Go away, ad. Oh, they're the same? All right, perfect. Whoa! Oh my gosh, so has she actually embraced it and now she's like a warrior fighting against the Celts? Or the Northmen? And she's gonna lead her tribe? What is going on right now? That looked amazing. Is there any other trailers for it? Or is that the only trailer? That's the same one. It does look super intense, dude. There's no other trailers? Oh my gosh, Ninja Theory knows exactly what they're doing. This has been... let me go to... I think I have a just chatting thing. Here we go. This game has been amazing. They the graphics are off the charts. And like I said, we were playing in graphics that were turned down so that I could stream properly. I'm not streaming in 60 FPS, and I'm only streaming in 720. So there are things I can up to make it look better for you guys. But even on my screen with the dumbed down graphics, the graphics are amazing. The story for the game is wow. The mythology that they went through and made sure they got it right. The amount of time and research they put into psychosis and mental health and issues. All of the work they did. The actress for this thing, oh my gosh, who is that chick? She needs to be in like horror movies or something. She is amazing. Like, it's intense. It's a short game, obviously, but it is super intense. It leaves you so confused. So many questions at the end. It wraps up a little bit, but still leaves you like wanting more. This game has been one of the best games I have played this year. And we're in October now. I'm glad I kind of waited till this point to play it. I am super happy that I played it on stream and I was able to get like more like people that really like the game involved. It has been amazing. It's only been 3 streams. I feel like every week I was ready. I'm like, I cannot wait until I get to play this game again, because I only play these types of games on Saturday nights. And this is the only time I play mature type games, because I want this to be a family friendly stream channel. So I leave late Saturday nights for this stuff. And every time, like the first time I played it, like the second week, I was like, I can't wait to play it again. And I had to wait an entire week. And then I had to wait another entire week. This has been crazy waiting to play this game. I am definitely playing through it again. I don't know that I'll do it on stream. I want to go and find all the little achievements and stuff I may have missed, because I'm going to move on to something else for Horror Night. But this has been an amazing, amazing game. And if I'm not playing it on stream, I can turn the graphics all the way up. And I would love to experience that stuff with you guys, but I also have to kind of move on for something else for Horror Night, especially now that it's October. So if you have, Mythew, if you have any suggestions for what's next, we do have other Xbox Game Pass stuff. They did launch some other games. I wanted to kind of bring it up, but my Game Pass thing just crashed. But Ninja Theory is super amazing. You can think of some games. So if we look, so Saturday nights are my horror / adult type games, right? Like I played both of the Evil Withins. I've played Alien Isolation, which I could not believe how awesome that game was. I got jump scared by that damn alien so many times. It was ridiculous. And I already paid for the Game Pass, so I want to stick with something that's on that. Last of Us, but I don't have PlayStation. I have Xbox or the PC. So let's see. So here, Blair Witch wasn't bad. I saw that one. There's this Kathy Rain is new. I would like to have like a group of people. Oh, is it Plague's Tale on there? I don't know. Let's look. I would like to have like a group of people like that come on to experience this. Layers of Fear, really. All right, hold on. I'm having trouble searching right now. Search for a game. You said Plague's Tale? Or Emily wants to play? Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. Why is it not letting me type? Oh, because I have 2 instances. What is going on right now? So I have, like, I play Just Dance, right? And I have a group of people that watch me play Just Dance. I would really like for a group of people that get together and we do horror games, right? So we got Dead by Daylight, big deal, right? Everybody plays Dead by Daylight. We do have Blair Witch. That is one of the Game Pass games. Let's just look at all games. We've got a Plague Tale right there. So that one... So they have a Plague's Tale. I've already played Alien Isolation. Let me know if anything pops out at you. Because unfortunately, there's not like a horror button. They just call them like action adventure. Yeah, and I don't mind the ones that are story driven. I do enjoy a good jump scare. I also like the good stories. Like that I can experience with other people at the same time, other people that may have already seen it. So like Hellblade was freaking amazing. I don't know what this is. Kathy Rain. That looks kind of cheesy. So I'd already kind of looked at Blair Witch, and you're saying a Plague Tale. You said Layers of Fear. Is that one on here? I don't see it. Nope, I don't see Layers of Fear. Night Call. What is that? Metro is a jump scare kind. OG was Metro. Oh, this one? Metro? And Metro 2033? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Then there's like the Resident Evils, right? They put Resident Evil on here. State of Decay. Yeah, so we're going to have to find something. What's the Long Dark? The Resident Evils are good, and I have not played through all of them. What is this game? State of Decay isn't all that scary? Alright. The Long Dark is a thoughtful exploration survival experiences that challenge solo players to think for themselves as they explore an expansion frozen wilderness. Oh, I don't want that. Back. I thought it would be scary. Yep, we're going to have to figure out something else. I may put it on. Yeah, I was trying to stay with more horror, scary type storylines and stuff. Like, if I just wanted gory, I could do, like, Gears of War or something, because everybody blows up in it, and it's just blood and gore, right? Or, like, any of the zombie games. Those would be okay. But I like the story ones. I think those are the best ones. Yep, we're going to have to figure something out. If you wanted to check out Twitter, like on my Twitter account, that would probably be where I'm going to announce something. This Plague's Tale looks pretty good, though. Following their grim tale of young Emma and her little brother Hugo. Oh, hey, what? Did you see something when I was scrolling? Hellblade 1 Accolade trailer? What's that? I mean, I have time right now. Like, at this point, we're just messing around because I've finished the game, and I would normally stream for another hour almost. Oh, I don't have to on stream? Okay. It shows... Oh. Oh, yeah. I'll check that out on my own. But I think I'm going to end it here. and I will just turn in early, and I'll go for a nice longer run in the morning. I'll just wake up earlier. But thank you so much, dude, for showing up. This has been an amazing experience. I'm glad you were here for the last one. And I'm going to hop out of here. I don't think I really have enough to raid anybody with or anything, but we did a 2-hour stream. It's not horrible. Normally, my horror nights are 3 hours, but I will have to find the next horror game to do. So if you come back, am I here next Saturday? I might actually be on vacation. Nope, I'll be here next Saturday. It's the Saturday after that I will be here. So we will be starting a new horror / thriller type game. Something that maybe there's some jump scares or something. We'll find something. We will find something. I just spilled water on my face. All right, man. Thanks a lot for hopping on, brother. And I will see you next week if you are still interested in hanging out with me.